What's up? This is my first official video blog, which I guess they call it vlog. I don't really know. Basically, I've been trying to type how I feel, and sometimes as I'm typing, it just doesn't do justice. So I figured I'd try this out, and if I get good feedback, I can continue to do this and kind of use it and look back on it, and maybe, hopefully, be an inspiration to others. So today, first things first, I'm going to be talking about vulnerability. Vulnerability is one of my favorite things on this earth, but it happens to actually be one of the most terrifying things on this planet. And vulnerability is kind of, to me, is sitting in front of a person and them knowing the absolute truth about you, the real truth, the bold truth, and the worst and best parts about you, and it becomes terrifying, and then all of a sudden the most terrifying thing becomes the most beautiful thing in the world. And crazy, right? No. I think vulnerability is whether I'm exchanging names at a grocery store, or I'm sitting at a restaurant and at a table, and across from me I'm exchanging stories, or I'm sitting at a desk with my boss in front of me, or I'm sitting I'm cuddled up to someone I've known for my whole entire life, or I'm on the phone with my best friends. I've found myself being vulnerable in the most beautiful moments. And over the past few months, I really have found such a true desire to share my story and surface who I truly am to those people. Yeah, and it's a great feeling. It's a hard thing to do, and it's hard because you are sitting in front of these people, and you're wondering if they're going to accept you and accept all of you. And then all of a sudden they do. And then all of your mistakes and all of your failures and all your weaknesses and then your strengths and everything that follows, it just becomes beautiful. It becomes like, you become you, and you share that with someone, and you can't really put that into words and how it feels. And it's one of the hardest things I've ever tried to do, just put it into words. But each step I've taken, each chapter I've stepped into, I continue to meet the most amazing people, and the most amazing friends, the most amazing family, and the most amazing mentors. And I become hungry at that point, and to know and to have the ability to recognize that there's a story to be told in each and every single one of those people. And I've found the value in knowing who they are, and loving them, and embracing them, and listening, and not only listening with your ears, but listening here, at least listening in your heart, and truly just listening and taking it all in for what it is and who they are. And these people are flawed. I'm flawed. And these people are so beautiful, and these people are so gorgeous, and these people have all these imperfections that make who they are. And I think that's the most beautiful things about life, is that nobody's perfect. And we take advantage of it. We take advantage of how many names we hear, or how many lessons there are to learn, and how many stories there are to hear. And I think the older I get, the more I realize how reliant I am on human connection. And it's not a bad thing. To say that out loud is being very vulnerable. And I think, in my own life, and being me, and accepting people for who they are, is going to be easy for to accept who I am, as I exchange stories, and as they do the same, and hearing, and as I learn from others, they're doing the same. It's the most gorgeous thing. It's one of my favorite things about life. And the world is so full of hurt, and the world is so full of mistakes. I'm full of hurt. I'm full of mistakes. I have a past. and without judgment, together we can share so many stories and so much hurt and so many flaws and so many mistakes, and I think vulnerability is the first step to kind of making the world a more beautiful place than it already is. Right? Yeah, I think so. So that's my first vlog. So it's all about vulnerability, a little snippet, and we'll see what the next one's going to be about. So stay tuned. It's all about vulnerability.